Sacrifice is the key to life. For what you want, you gotta give up what you want. Say what you mean what you say. Say it with your chest, say it with your chest, say it with your chest. I don't play checkers, I play chess. I'ma check you if you need to be checked. I'ma bless you if you need to be blessed. I'ma connect with you if we need to connect. Something on your mind, say it with your chest. Internet. This is Anpuisim. Welcome. Come on in. Join on in. You know, get you a nice cup of tea. I don't have my tea today. I just recognized and realized I don't have my tea. Wow. But get you a nice cup of tea. Sip some tea. Drink it slow. You know, and come into this intellectual show. Tap all the way in. There's only one mind in the universe. All praises due to that creator, to Allah, to Yah, Jah, Yahweh, Jesus, whatever you want to call the creator. We all understand what we understand. We all know what we know. Today's topic is beautiful because it's about maturity. Maturity is beautiful, and everything about maturity represents really just the better side of life. But take some time with me real quick. Let me start this up. Let me get it going. Today I brought out the sage, one of the spiritual tools of today, sage, to clear out the ions and the frequencies in the air, because as you can see, we in a new location. New vibration, grounded with you, talking to you as I'm planted here on the planet Earth. So, right now we're gonna have an even deeper conversation. Today is about maturity, maturing, and the beauty of things, and the beauty of what you become, and how things in the world that starts to open up to you through maturity. There is a certain path in life, or certain things that are only affordable to those who are cashing in on the beautiful elegance of maturity, right? There are certain things in life that I have recognized that you could never reach unless you mature, unless you take up a form of accountability and a form of responsibility, a commitment to self, a commitment to growth, a commitment to assuring oneself, a commitment to having a more mutual stance in your relationships in life, a commitment to balancing out yourself, a commitment to making sure that you aren't causing negativity in the environment, into the world, that you aren't speaking curses on others, and all of these different types of things. So we're going to go into it and get into this, because this is, if we are looking at life correctly, then we are looking at life from the mind of God, which is interesting. Maturity. Why is this so important? Well, because, as I stated, there are certain parts of life that aren't available to you unless you mature. Keeping a relationship, sustaining a relationship, you can only sustain a relationship if the relationship matures. You can only, even this is the relationship that you will have with you and God, you can only sustain that relationship unless you mature in your relationship with God. The relationship between you and your wife, or you and your husband, you can only sustain that and grow that unless you are both going through some form of maturity. So maturity itself is not old age, because we all know that there are children that are more wiser than grown adults. So maturity doesn't come with an old age. Maturity comes with really an emotional balance, an emotional intelligence. There is what is called intelligible acts in the universe, and there is what is called negative or destructive acts in the universe. certain words that we use, certain ways that we perceive, and certain love that we give off creates intelligible acts and intelligible structures in the universe. This is proven by the experiment that this Japanese scientist and researcher was doing for 20 or so years. This is a topic that you can actually research and look up, and I'm not just saying anything from, you know, it's out the side of my neck. The Japanese scientists for 20 years researched the understanding of how vibrations affect water molecules. Remember in the science that the Honorable Elijah Muhammad taught us that the body is 75% water. And he also said that 75% of the work for the man is with his woman. Now, that is called supreme wisdom and supreme mathematics. Because as a man learns himself, he learns himself through his woman. The woman is the oracle. She is wisdom itself, or she should be the oracle and the wisdom. Yet today's current structure of the world, most women are choosing not to dive into the beautiful field of womanhood, which is a far cry because we need it. And this is not to take away from all the, of course, the elegant and beautiful women that are making sure that they are standing on the principles and the laws that, you know, such as Ma'at that was brought here in the other understandings of our ancestors. Ashe. So I give thanks. I give thanks for that. Yeah, let's go back into this Japanese scientist. I do not know his name. This is why I have to go by Japanese right now. He studied that frequencies itself, depending on the vibration that you give, or that you speak towards the water, this changes the structure of the water from a destructive, ripped apart molecules to now structural molecules. And he did this looking under the microscope, and he saw that when he spoke love, happiness, eternal peace, thank you, when he spoke these words, they created an intelligent structure in the water. Remember that your body is 75% water. So when you have people constantly nagging, people constantly speaking ill upon you, or you are constantly speaking ill upon others, this vibration is moving through the water in your body. You're 75% water, so most of your body now is being disrupted. Most of the molecules and the atoms in your body are splitting. So this is why you could mirror that to the understanding of how people, when we go in around large crowds or in club situations where there's loud, disruptive music, you can, if you are on any type of spiritual path, you feel the frequency a little bit more, because you notice what it's like to be in the earth, to be near the trees, if you like to go out waterfalls and streams, you notice that the negative ions that those environments produce heal the water in your body and feel good. So when you get around a bunch of people who are cursing, it's loud music, negative thoughts and vibrations, the water in your body is picking up these vibrations, and you are being disrupted in your auric field. And with maturity and a mature mind simply doesn't place themselves in an environment that is not conducive for their mind or for themselves. You see, this is why maturity is so important, because maturity is more so being able to take accountability and the ability to be responsible for what you eat, responsible for what you put out, responsible for what you accept, responsible for also even what you allow for others to even say to you. the things that you take to heart. If you know yourself as a man, as a woman, there should never be a situation where someone can tell you about yourself. That is only up for you and God. So if you are allowing for people to harm you in that way through words, you have yet to actualize the strength, the internal knowing of who you are, and that is okay. But there should come upon a time where you do enough research, meditation, and knowledge of self, and seeking in that knowledge, that you start to, with the unseen spirit of Allah and the forces of nature that are with you, and the angels that are with you, through you seeking that purity of self, it shall come. Because if we understand how powerful we are, we know that whatever thought we put into the universe, it comes back. So we are more responsible and more mature with how we see others, how we see ourselves, how we treat our environments, what we give, and how we receive. This is maturity. Maturity is looking at the self of you, that is the selfish part of you, the foolish part of you, the ungrateful parts of you, the inconsistent parts of you, and telling yourself, well, these are all of the areas within myself that I now take accountability for. I've looked within my own self, and I am only speaking because of what I am currently facing, what I am currently dealing, or within in the dealings of. I am healing myself from whatever part of me is inconsistent, whatever part of me is unfit for the best part of me. I can recognize that this is why I am, and I have to place myself in a state of being where I am grounded, where I'm talking to you as a brother, I'm talking to you as a form of consciousness that you can reflect upon and be like, you know what, that's a great representation of how I naturally could be. But should I be him? No. Don't try to be like Anpu. There's only one Anpu. There's only one Anpu. There's only one Anpu. Let's get that straight. Right? The last, or the previous, I won't say last, the previous Anpuism episode, I spoke about this, this frequency that I've used to tap into the inner knowings of our world. Everyone must find their frequencies. Everyone must find their numbers, find their synchronicities, find their own soul. Through obtaining the full force of your soul, this is the mature part of you. What helps you to remember what piece of this earth is yours. Helps you to remember how to take care of our planet. What helps you to remember how to be in harmony of and with our planet and with nature and with the nature of ourselves. Your soul is the thing that you should cherish the most. The soul is the thing that carries you in this eternal life that we are living. Your soul is the most precious gift that could be given. So we do not simply give that away. We do not simply act as if we are not beings who are alive. Because to not be alive is to be depressed. To not be alive is to be anxious, in a hurry and rush. There is a saying that says God is everywhere that is patient and present, because God is presence. And the devil, or the idea of the devil, is everywhere or everything in life we try to change with force. And right now, gotta rush, gotta hurry. You always see that hurry and the nature of hurrying. It leads you only to unhealthiness. And it leads you only to anxiousness. And it leads you only to insanity. If you notice Buddhas, or I won't say Buddhas, if you notice a monk is in silence, is in stillness. And they are revered as people who have a calmness about themselves that can be felt. So we should, as a people, practice more of a calm nature, subtlety, which is like the trees, or like water, or like the wind, or like the stars. They all are subtle. They all speak a language. And if you can see that language, then you are, and that represents that you are that language itself. You are the sun, you are the wind, you are the tree, because you only are able to see what you can reflect. You can only see what you can reflect, my good brothers and sisters. I wanted to add that on today, and I wanted to give you this word, these words of my own inner wisdom. I call it Anpuisim. I want you to feel more love in your life. I want you to feel more gratitude. Say, I feel more gratitude. I feel more life. I feel more in tune with myself. I feel more thankful. I am better. I am better today than I am and than I was yesterday. I am better right now. I am healthier right now. I am longing for nothing. I am longing for whatever the Creator wants for me. Yet I work to obtain my due diligence. I work myself in the right ways. I relax when I need to relax, as my body speaks to me. You know, I train my body. I eat right and I eat healthy, correctly. This is the way. This is the way, God. This is the way. This is the mathematics. Everything that leads us to a silent and a healthy, peaceful death. Live life to obtain a peaceful death. That you can leave this world knowing that you gave your best, that you followed divine laws. Therefore, as you transition, and as you transition, you are transitioning with a peace of mind. And if you say with a peace of mind, that means with your mind, with your sanity, because you'll be able to keep it in your next life. This is why we say certain children are old souls, because they kept a part of their sanity. They kept a part of themselves in their last life or their previous life, and they brought it into their new life. And they like, you know what? I see this already. I see these cycles. I see these loops, and I will no longer create them. Right now, commanded. I am no longer commanding inaccuracy. I am no longer commanding negativity. I am no longer commanding ungratefulness. I am no longer commanding thoughtlessness. I am no longer commanding fake shit. I am no longer commanding hatefulness, spitefulness. What's it called again? A lack of integrity. Claim those things. Claim that you are an integral person, that you are a person of virtue, of honesty. Therefore, you know that every room you walk into, you clear out the space. You clear out the room. You clear out the energy, because you say you alchemize these things. I welcome you to this. I welcome you to your wolfhood, to your godhood. Black man, black woman, I love you. This is Anpuisim. This is episode 4, maturity. I pray that we all mature. I pray that we all get to a level of maturity, that we stand on purity, right? That we stand on what we need to stand on, especially as a people. You a black God. Know yourself. Therefore, no one could tell you of yourself. Know you, God. Know you. Know everything that you do. Know that everything that you do is lit. And we lit. Lit out here. You understand me? It's Bay Area. Wherever, claim where you from. But just don't, if you don't own where you from, don't be acting like that's, something to be proud of. Nah, own everything. Own everything. Own yourself. We ain't no longer teaching ourselves to be stupid, foolish. No, be on it. May Allah continue to bless you. And again, go support a black woman. Go support a black man. Right? Go support a black business. Go support omitu.org. Go support my black business. Go support my crystals. Go support my world and my universe. I give to you. And I pray that you give to me back. You understand me? I pray that you support me on every level. I pray that you go support my music. That you go stream it 100 times, 3,000 times. I pray that when I drop my music that you ready and you willing to listen. I pray for these things because I know that the things that I give off are the right things. Alhamdulillah. And I pray that you think the same. May Allah continue to bless you. This is Anpuisim, episode 4. Tap all the way in. Hey, get your mind right, baby. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Anpu! Ring right. Tap in.
Be a good sport. Take it as a lesson. Never go back, go forth. So how you end in my direction? Back and forth. Are you my blessing or my test? It's not the way to live.